Congratulations. Thank you, big brother. Head of house. Will the head of house please report to the dairy room?
A big congratulations to Jason J for winning the very first HOH challenge. But will this victory last? Because we have what we call HOH Challenger game tomorrow, which means that his victory may not last long.
When a number is called.
We're keeping it locked, we're keeping our fingers crossed, and we're going to find out what's going on later today, being Monday.
Let's assume you have privileges. If you were to share them with anyone, who will that be?
Doris.
Now, let's talk about how the game was played. From the beginning, Big Brother had announced to the housemates that they are going to be playing several games with several steps. But the first thing that they were supposed to do, Big Brother gave them picture reference for them to follow, to put together a brick wall, or will I call it mountain, just bricks on top of each other, but just follow the picture reference. And then he gave them a few minutes to do that. And after they did, a couple of them made it. He had also mentioned that he was going to be picking only 10 people for the next round. And then after they played the first round, Big Brother came and mentioned again that because time is fast spent, they're not going to be going forward with 10 as originally stated. So they're going to be moving forward with only 8 contestants, and these 8 contestants happens to be Thelma, Sultana, Jason J, Tracy, Bright Morgan, Victory, and Gigi Jasmine. So what Big Brother had done was that he told them that this next round they are going to be doing it in pairs, but before then there's going to be a box for them to pick a lucky dip. That inside that box there are balls. Some of the balls have numbers while some don't. So if you pick the balls with numbers, you are going to have to select from the other team that doesn't have number. So they separated themselves, the 4 people that picked numbers and the 4 people that didn't pick numbers. So when they did that, Big Brother now told them to pick partners that they're going to be grouping themselves together to play the next round with. So because they didn't know what they were up against, they thought that they were pairing them together, to go against another team or something like that. What they didn't know was that the person you are picking, you are obviously picking them to be your opponent, but they didn't know that. So the first team, this was their pair. Because they are still new, I'm still, trying to wrap my head around their names and all. So I'm just going to be putting their pictures. So this is the first team. This is the second team. And, we had a team of 2 boys. We had a team of a girl and a boy. We had a team of 2 girls and another team of 2 girls. So they played this. The next game was for them to pick a brick from one middle to 2 different ends. So the other person is standing from another table, walking from the end of I don't know if I'm going to call it, what is that in a rim or something like that, and the other person walking from the end of the rim. They're going to pick gold bricks and then stack it on the other table. This person is going to pick another brick, stack it from the other table. So the person with the most brick will win the round. And that was how they did. The first team of 2 boys, Jason J won. Next team was Gigi Jasmine and Bright Morgan, and Bright Morgan won this round. The next team was Sultana and Thelma. They had a tie because they both picked 7 bricks each, but Big Brother, for him to break the tie, he kept numbers on the table and told them to simply pick one number. He said the person with the highest number will win the round, and that happened to be Sultana. So Sultana won this round. Then it was boiled down to Joanna and Tracy. So both of them played, and Tracy left. Joanna, she had 13 bricks. So the 4 of them was now moved to the next round. This next round was quite simple. All they needed to do was to open a box with a stack of keys that was placed on top of the box. So if your key opens the box first, just bring out the treasure or whatever is in the box, and then you'll be head of house. And that was what they did. So as soon as the buzzer went off, Jason just opened the key the first try, and that was how he opened his own box and brought out the treasure. And that was how he became the first head of house. You guys, the interesting part of this was the fact that, Big Brother now asked him that if you were to be given privileges, who are you going to share it with? And Jason J took a long time, and then he thought about it hard, and he chose Doris. He chose Doris, but guess who was troubled about that? Yes, you guessed right. It turns out that the reason why he chose Doris was because both of them met at the audition, and they were familiar with each other. And that was why when he even came in the house and Doris saw him, she jumped at him, grabbed him. I'm so excited for Jason because, you guys, I still mentioned it in my previous video how his handler almost, made him not qualify for the show. Because tell me why the boy was not yet on stage and his handler had gone to post him as a contestant the previous day when they, brought in only the girls. So I was really excited when I saw him on stage, and I'm still excited for him now being the very first HOH. I just hope that this victory lasts long. Okay, so yes, guys, if you've come this far, you're the real MVP. Who are you rooting for? Who is your fave? Please share with me in the comment section below. Okay, but let's talk about something that was quite unusual during the head of house games. The self-acclaimed seductress was just up and about today during the head of house games, going about hugging everybody that participated in the top 10 games. And I'm just like, what's going on? What's going on? What are you trying to do? I don't know. You're beginning to do too much. Come on, take a chill pill. But I don't know. You guys tell me what you think. If you've come this far, thank you again. And until next time, we'll see you on the next one. Bye bye.